Hey guys, now welcome back to another video. Now this is Vintage Battle League VBL Season 5. This tournament is hosted by Nexus Pokemon Go. Now it's a team tournament, show 6 pick 3 format. It has different metas and all. Let me break it down to you. There are almost 12 teams participating this time in the Season 5. So we have two different pools for it. Pool A, Pool B, and the top two teams will qualify, and I think it's gonna be a knockout stage. So the four teams will qualify, two from each pool, and they'll head towards the knockout phase. So we'll be showcasing, I think, like some of the stacked teams, which will be like some of the interesting battles. Now I'm doing this for the first time, showcasing show 6 pick 3 format. Let me know, do you like videos like these? If that's a thing, I do participate in a lot of tournaments. Maybe I can showcase my run, like how I performed in those tournaments, if that is what you all love. We can also share the links to those tournaments if you want to participate as well. There are a lot of tournaments going on. So it's really fun, I'll say. You get to battle one of the best battlers around the world. So you can already see I'm up against actual Nomad. Now this is Master League. Now this is the Master League, which is the Battle Frontier ML meta of this season. So we can't use all the ML mons. I think the Zacians, the crown forms, there are a lot of megas which are not allowed. The top megas are not allowed basically. So there are a lot of rules and regulations. So you cannot use the regular mons which you will notice in the open ML format. We are up against actual Nomad, so it's Machampions versus Team Falinks. You can just see my team is Xerneas, Reshiram, Lunala. I think that's Landers, Therian with the Dialga. Now that's the regular Dialga. The origin forms are not allowed. And we have Yveltal, because Yveltal is one of the best Pokemons in this meta. And like to counter the Yveltal, I think almost everyone is running rock types, fairy types. Even Kyogre is very good in this meta. Now, if you have a look, the opponent has almost, you can just say, similar lineup, except for like few Pokemons which are like very good, I'll say. They have Xerneas, they have Reshiram. Metagross is an interesting one. They have a Shadow Tyranitar. I'll say actual Nomad is someone who has some amazing Pokemons. I was expecting like he can bring in something like a Shadow Titar. And they have Florges and Kyogre. Now, if you have a look, the Kyogre seems very, very good. I think if it avoids my Dialga, it can put up a lot of work. And if you notice, my Xerneas is very good as well. All that I have to do is avoid that Metagross. So in a way, you can say that we both have play. It's all about who can outplay in terms of team comp and gameplay as well. So this one's gonna be like an interesting battle. I can say that. Now, if you have a look, I personally think like my Landorus is also very, very good. If it avoids Kyogre, I just think it has play into everything else. I don't expect that he'll bring in the Florges, just because Florges just gets outbulked, and almost everything, I'll say, beats Florges. It can put in a lot of work with those debuffs and all, but I'll say it's not that favorable for the Florges. So we even have Lunala. I'm a bit worried about using Lunala, but maybe I think it's still a good pick. Now, Reshiram, if you'll ask me, I think is very good into his team. My Dialga is very good. So I will say it's a positive matchup for me, but guys, we have actual Nomad in front of us. So he can come up with a strategy and beat me, because you see, you can't always win the games. You can try your best, but so let's jump into these games now. These battles are not sped up. It's because I think we'll break it down to all of you. Now let's see what he will bring. Now I lead Lunala and they bring in Reshiram. Now I'll just tell you, I know that it's gonna be Crunch Reshiram. I know it. So I think I'll attempt a catch. This has to be Crunch, right? Tell me we made a Crunch catch. Yes, we did make that Crunch catch. So this is good for us. Now he's not switching out. This tells me there is no Metagross in the back. I'll survive the Fusion Flare. So we'll let this go. But he goes for the overheat. Will you expect that he'll go for the overheat? And you know what? He actually brings in his Xerneas. I should have went for the Moonblast, right? Now this is not looking good for me. Because you know what? I think with this, the Shadow Ball will not take him out and I'll have to shield something. The Moonblast from Xerneas does a lot of damage, so I can't let that go. And yes, because of that mistake, I'm worried, like, did I mess up already? I shield this. He gets the attack fell. I'll have to switch out. What's in the back? Guys, in the back is Shadow T-Tar. Shadow T-Tar is very, very good into my team. Like, if it just avoids my Xerneas, I think it's very, very strong. So we'll let this go. This is Brutal Swing. So let's see. Now he does go for that catch. So what I'll do is I'll overfarm as much as I can. So I do overfarm. I go for this Iron Head. This will take out the Reshiram. So I expect him to no shield this. Guys, is there a way out of this? I go for this next Iron Head. This will still take out that Shadow T-Tar. So this will grab the shield. But I think he gets a farm down. Yes, guys, he will get that farm down. But he decides to dump his energy. I just think he gets that farm down. But that does help me. Because we do have energy loaded, right? Now this is risky. If he calls it, he will survive this and I'll not get to the third Shadow Ball. Now they shield that. The moment they shield that, we go for the Moonblast. We take out the T-Tar. So that was very close. I think he could have like got that farm down, but you know what? Because we kept switching out and all, so that just made it difficult. So now game 1, it's 1-0 lead for us. I think, you know what, I almost forgot to mention, we'll be showcasing the battles the way they were played. Like the first battle was in between me and actual Nomad. That was the first battle. We get 1 week of time to schedule the battles and play them. So my battles were first. We'll showcase. This one is very, very interesting. I'm gonna tell you. Something will happen towards the end which none of us were expecting. This is gonna be a very long video, so sit back, grab some snacks as well, and enjoy the video. So now I'll just tell you, I noticed his team was very, very weak to Landers, right? So I will bring in my Landers. This was my thought process because my Landers are very, very good. So you'll watch the adjustment Nomad will make as well. That's why these are some of the best battlers around the world. Now, I lead my Xerneas and they have their Kyogre. So this tells me, yes, the back line will be weak to Landorus. So what I do is I go for this move. This doesn't take out the Kyogre because Kyogre is very, very bulky. But you know what? The Kyogre can take out Xerneas. Is this Origin Pulse? Yes, it is Origin Pulse. Does one shot. We bring in the Dialga. So what he does is he builds up some energy and then he does switch out. So he knows he needs to bait out the Landers if there is one. So that's very, very good team building from him. He lets that go. I will have to shield this. Towards the end, I do put up that shield. And I think I'll overfarm and then we'll go for another Iron Head. Do we grab the shield? I don't like this, you know. We still don't know what's in the back. Okay, they decide to go for their move. This is a close combat. They bring in their Kyogre. Can I get that farm down? But these waterfalls, they're doing a lot of damage. Now, they get to the avalanche at 1 HP. And that looks like a GG's already, right? Because they still have a shield remaining. And I don't think I will get to the move if it's a T-Tar, but it was not a T-Tar, it was a Metagross. So it looks like maybe it was not possible to win the game, even though I get that farm down. So the only win con was, I'll say, that he stayed in and he lets me take out his Kyogre with the Dialga, but he knows his team. He knows that he has to bait out that Landorus if there is one in the back. So he takes that game. Now it's 1-1. The next one, it's a decisive game. Well, I'll have to take this or else like the team will be at a disadvantage already. So now I'm just thinking like, I'm worried that he will bring his Kyogre again. So what I do is I drop my Landorus, expecting he might bring his Kyogre again. So this time I think I go with Xerneas Double Dragon and we get the dream lead. That's the Shadow T-Tar in the lead itself. So like that's amazing. And they bring in the Xerneas. Now, we don't have a good response to Xerneas, right? I'll tell you, Xerneas is so good in this meta. Like, if it can actually take out those dragons. Geomancy does a lot of fast move damage as well, and like with time it does add up and brings those dragons in a range from where one Moonblast will take them out. So what I'll do is I think I'll go for this and I'll switch out, right? I do switch out to my Reshiram because I'll survive the move. Okay, I don't like this because I think I'll have to let this go. Yes, and I do let that go. So I take shield advantage. We bring in the Reshiram. I let this go, right? I think so. I will let this go. Yes, I do let this go. That Moonblast does a lot. He does go for that catch, but well, I was expecting it. So we bring in our Dialga. So I will let this go. Brutal Swing does some damage, not a lot of damage. So what I'll do is, I think I do overfarm, right? I do overfarm. We go for this Iron Head, which will take out the Shadow T-Tar. It's all about what's in the back. I think it's a Kyogre. They bring in Xerneas. Now this makes me feel like, yes, it's a guaranteed Kyogre, so I will be shielding this. Because my Reshiram cannot beat a Kyogre. I will have to get to a move from the Dialga as well. So we go for this Iron Head. Now I need to get to an Iron Head. Like I feel like I'll get farmed down with those waterfalls. It's not a Kyogre, guys. It's a Florges in the back. So All I have to do is get to 2 moves. I do have a move loaded on my Reshiram, so I'll win CMP. But I'll tell you, I always get one turn bring in a scenario like this. So what I do is I don't switch out because I don't want this game to go down to a dispute. And if it comes down to a rematch, there's always a possibility that I can lose the game. So what I do is I was expecting that he will dump his energy, thinking like I will switch out. It was still a def win scenario, so I could still win the dispute on a def win. So with this, we are 2-1 for the Machampions, and it's 1 point for the team Falinks. So the first one to get, I think, 11 points will win this bout. So now let's move on to the next matchup. Now, guys, this is the second battle which was played. Now, this is between Xeno Silva and like Balram the Noob. Now, Machampions is leading with 2 points now. Can Team Falinks make a comeback? Now, this is Relic Meta. So, now this is not like the Open Great League. It is the Great League with some restrictions. Even I don't know like what's allowed and like what's not. So I think what I'll do is I will share the link to those rankings. Maybe you can go ahead and check it out for yourself. I don't know if Relic is allowed in the Battle Frontier or not. I think it's allowed. Maybe, guys, I don't remember, but so yeah, I'll not be able to confirm if it's allowed or not because I don't play Relic in Battle Frontier. I play UL or maybe ML. So yep, no way for me to confirm that. Now let's break down those teams. You can see there is Dusclops. Now one thing which I can say is Balram's Dubwool is very good. If you notice, it has play into every Pokemon which Xeno has. Alright, so that's one very good pick which Balram has. What else do they have which can be good? Now, I think like Miltank seems very, very good to me just because Miltank has two very good moves. Like you can Body Slam, which I'm expecting Body Slam will be one of the moves. And second, I don't know, it can be Thunderbolt, it can be Ice Beam. Now I'm expecting he'll go for the Ice Beam. Let's find out if it's Ice Beam or not. Maybe it's Thunderbolt. He goes for the Thunderbolt, who knows. So that's something which I like. Now, one more Pokemon which is very good is the Shadow Dewott. Now, the Shadow Dewott, I'll say it has play into everything. Like, if Xeno can get a scenario in which he has shield advantage, I think the Dewott should take out that Dusclops as well. I think so. Let's jump into this game without any delay because I think this video is already too long, right? It's gonna be 1.5 hour video, guys. So we cannot do anything about it. So that's the first game. Now he's leading Ludicolo into the Shadow Feraligatr. Is this a bad matchup? No, I think Shadow Feraligatr is very, very strong. He does switch out. This can be Crunch. Does he shield this? He does respect it, guys. Turns out they just go for the Hydro Cannon. Now he does time the move. This X's will take out that Shadow Feraligatr. Does he grab the shield? Yes, he does grab the shield. So they'll outpace to the Hydro Cannon. Now, yes, he knows this is Hydro Cannon. But can Dewott survive this? I don't think so, right? Survives on like 1 HP. He could have made a catch. He didn't go for that catch. Okay. So with this, he has switch now. What comes in? Yes, the Dubwool is expected because Dubwool is very, very good. All right. So now this one is Bubble. And if you notice, he's running Ice Beam and like Leaf Storm. Okay, that's the reason why he switched out because it was Bubble as a fast move. I get it. Going for the Ice Beam expecting a shield, and yes, he does get that shield. That's nice. Lands the payback. What's in the back, guys? In the back, it is. I don't like this. Absolutely don't like this. He shields that. I think he would have survived that body slam. He definitely would have survived that body slam. I don't like this now. And they survive as well. Now they both don't have shields, right? How does he win this? Oh no, 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 no. Because they'll survive the move. And you know what? I'll just tell you, the Rock Wrecker will one-shot the Celio. That's how strong Rock Wrecker is. And Crustle, guys, I think I reached legend rank with the help of Crustle in this season. Like I'm getting a lot of queue time, so maybe we'll not do the battle for the next few days. Who knows? We'll see. So I can just confirm this. It's just too good. Crustle is too good. So with that, Balram gets the 1-0. So currently the score is 2-2. Now once again, it's the same lead and they both keep the same lead. And this time I think like Zeno knows he's not running Crunch and he's going straight Hydro Cannon. So that gets no shielded. Does he shield this? I think this will almost take him out. That doesn't take him out, but will he get the farm down? He does get that farm down. That's huge. What comes in, guys? What? There will be double in the back. Comes in with the Crustle. Let me see. Like that's one turn bring in. So I think this is what he called deny. Okay, maybe that was DRE. It looked like as if that was like one turn bring in because the fast move didn't come in. So I think that actually was a one turn bring in. Yeah, I know, guys. One thing, one turn bring in is a thing for anyone who is Indian. Now these both battlers are Indian, so yeah, one turn bring in. It's a pain. You lose a lot of games. I think this is what like Balram said that he lost a game due to the one. I mean DRE. So that seemed like one turn bring in to me. I mean, they should just fix the game, but well, they're not. Okay, he's going for the surf. What's in the back? In the back, guys, it's Gudra. So he's gonna go for the body slam. I think 2 body slam plus the powder snow should be enough to take out the Gudra. Come on. Can he do it? The good thing is he survives Thunder Punch from this range. So there is no threat. That's nice. This should take him out, right? It almost does. GG's. Now, yes, if he gets that farm down there, I just think so the outcome would have been different. It does look like the outcome would have been different. There was still a catch opportunity, but like we don't know like what could have happened. So the third game, it's a good lead for Balram again, and he goes for the bait. So I'm worried about him making a catch because it's a one turn fast move from that Crustle, so they can always switch out whenever they want. Okay, he's gonna shield. Okay, they tried to make the catch. This is like very, very good because you know what? This is. They need 3 Aqua Tails to take out this Dusclops. So I expect Xeno to overfarm. You see, this energy will be very, very good. All right. Come on. We survived 2. But that was Draco Meteor. That one shots the Dusclops. You know what? I almost thought we lost the game when this happened. Because I thought there is no way to make a comeback. Now the Thunder Punch will not take out this Celio. Now he goes for this expecting it's gonna be that Crustle, and like on top of that, that's another mistake. So everything bad happening in this game, right? So at this point in time, I just gave up. I knew like there is no way to win this. But then like this farm on the DWAT can be very, very good. Hydro Cannon is no shielded. Gets that farm down. Does he have a move loaded or not? I don't know if he has a move loaded or not. I don't think so, right? I think like the DWAT will get farmed down. Don't you guys think so? Yeah, this one was not DRE. If he meant this, no, I don't think so. He never meant this about this. This isn't DRE. That was one turn bring in, which if his moves, if his like fast move come through, that would have taken out the DWAT in the previous game. So with this, I think the score now is 4-2, 4 for Machampions and like 2 for Team Falinks. So this lead is like very, very important. This will help the other trainers adjust their strategies, even if they have a bad matchup or anything like that. Now guys, let's move on to the third matchup. Now this was played in between Murkrow Asylum and Backbencher. So Machampions are leading by 2 points now. So the current point is, I think it's 4-2. 4 for Machampions, 2 for Team Falinks. Now, can Backbencher put an end to this win streak? Backbencher is a very good friend of mine. So we know him also is the captain of Team Falinks. Also, I forgot to mention that Xeno is the captain of Machampions as well. So he did win his bout. So that's like a captain, right? Now, if you have a look at these teams, I love the ghost types which Murkrow has. The Dusknoir plus the Frostless, I think they both have play into the entire team which Backbencher has. Now, once again, if we have a look at the Backbencher's team, I think Double is strong. And like if you don't consider Double, what else is very, very good? I think like the Crustle looks very good to me. Even that Shadow Celio can put in a lot of work. Now, I've used Shadow Celio. Let's say it's very, very strong as well. So this is again the Relic Meta. Let's jump into the games without wasting any times and let's see how do these trainers adjust their teams based on what they think is the best. Now he's leading Frostlass, and yes, they bring in their I forgot that's Pokemon called Crustle, my bad. So now check this out. He plays it to the CMP. I could have got a sneak, you know. That's all right. That's all right. He no shields this. The Rock Wrecker nearly takes him out. I'll just say like Crustle hits really hard. So now we're about to get farmed down. Can he get the shield? No, he doesn't get the shield. So I really don't like this. This is gonna be difficult. So he brings his Chestnut, and he's staying in. Backbencher is staying in. He shields this Xyzer. Backbencher will get to another Xyzer. Does he make a catch? Good that he decides to dump his energy. I think catch would have been too risky. Because if he fails that catch, like he can't go down 2 shield. Going down 2 shield would be a loss already. Okay, so he no shields that. What's in the back? In the back, it's Whimsicott, and yes, that seems like backbench already has that alignment, so this is looking bad. Can Murkrow make a comeback from this? He does switch out, tries to get ahead on energy, and what's in the back? In the back, guys, it's that Miltank. Let's see what he's running. I'm expecting it's gonna be Thunderbolt, right? So they go for this. Is this triple axle avalanche? It should be avalanche. Yes, it's avalanche, and that does some nice damage. What he does? Lets that go. That's Thunderbolt. He shields in the last second. All right, so he needs to switch out, right? He needs to make that catch, but I know backbencher will expect that catch. Oh, wait. He still has 2 shields remaining. Oh, the fact that he has 2 shields remaining, I mean, definitely he wins it. The Moonblast does take out that Frostlass, and yeah, you can just fast move down this. Just not. Okay, we don't give up, right? Who knows? Like, let's say backbencher will forget to shield that. My bad. He still does shield that. GG's. That's game one victory for Team Falinks. So the score is currently 4-3. Now, can Murkrow Asylum make a comeback? Now, Murkrow and Backbencher, these two are very good battlers. So I would expect nothing less from both sides. Now, in game two, Backbencher goes with the same lead, and we keep the ghost lead, but we switch the ghost type. So now, because this was not one turn switch and all, so we get off our Shadow Punch first. They're at the Rock Wrecker. We shield this, right? Definitely we shield this because we know how much this would do, and this is where he goes for that bait, guys. But the good thing is, you know what? Dusknoir has some coverage moves, so the dynamic punch hits really hard. They no shield that because they survive it, and but the next one will grab the shield. So this is CMP tie. That's nice. We grab the shield with this, and let's see what do we have in the back. I expect him to. No, he lets that go. Okay. I don't know about that play, but definitely I think Whimsicott is like very strong, right? He brings in his Whimsicott again. Yeah, definitely I can see like why Whimsicott is very strong, but it just has to avoid the Frostlass. If he can avoid the Frostlass, I think it's like very, very strong. That's a CMP tie. It's Seed Bomb does take out that Dusknoir, and now we have that alignment, right? The Moonblast will do a lot. It's not going to take out the Frostlass from this health range. Does he shield this? He has to no shield this. Because anyways, the Rock Wrecker will take out. So he does switch out. I think, guys, this is X Scissor. This is X Scissor, right? Yes, that's X Scissor. That did a lot, but can we farm him down? This will grab the shield. They will attempt for that farm down next. No, I think we'll get that farm down. And yeah, I think we shield this. We don't need to shield this. Okay, my bad. We don't need to shield this because we still have a Frostlass remaining. Oh, I think I remember the Frostlass has no health, so we need this. I'll say the Shadow Deward is actually doing a lot of fast move damage. So he gives them a sneak. This doesn't matter. I think he's in a range from where one Powder Snow will take him out. And yes, we were just one away. We get to this move GG's. So that makes it 5-3. 5 for Machampions, 3 for Team Falinks. Now the decisive game. Now both Murkrow Asylum and Backbencher, they have like 1 point each. That's the third game. Let's see. What adjustment do they make? Okay, now Murkrow keeps the same lead, but backbencher he brings in his Whimsicott. So I think like if you notice that, I think like the Dusk now, I think he went for the move at the wrong timing. This was intentional because I will always expect backbencher to make a catch if you go for the good timing. So now the catch should be coming. Yes, this was expected. This is 100% expected catch. Just because if we don't go for this move, we get farm down. So yeah, he goes for that catch. He brings in his Frostlass because I think with that we can farm and like bring him in a range from where the Avalanche should almost take him out, and like few more fast move we can farm him down hopefully. My bad. That isn't the case. It's too bulky even in Great League, turns out. Okay, so Murkrow will put all on the that Dewott because we saw what Dewott can do, guys. We already saw, right? Dewott is very, very strong. If I can just see that Dewott is very safe into the entire team. So saving 2 shields for the Dewott makes a lot of sense. Can he make that catch? Let's see. Does he go for that catch? If you notice, backbencher was waiting because he thought he was expecting that catch. So we just decide to farm down, and yeah, we get that farm down. That is a very good farm. What's in the back? It's going to be Crustle, right? I'm expecting it's the Crustle. Yes. We'll get to 3 moves and we will take this game. Still has a catch left. And I know like backbencher will always go for that catch. So once we get to the third Aqua Jet, he'll have his timer. Yes, he will attempt that catch. And yeah, there he goes for that catch, and that's a good game. GG's. This Aqua Jet should take out the Crustle. That's Aqua Tail, my bad. Turns out it was not Aqua Jet. It only learns Aqua Tail. But because it's coming from a Shadow Dewott, that does a lot of damage. GG's. So with this, Murkrow Asylum gets another 2 point for Machampions, and right now the score is 6-3. Can Machampions keep up with this? Let's find out in the next matchup. Okay, so the next round is in the Luminet Cup. Now, I have done some practice battles in this Luminet Cup. I was helping someone in his like battle, so I know one thing, that Licky plus Fairy Core is very, very strong. Now it's Licky. I just think Licky is very good. This meta is dominated by the Licky. You can say that. So I really like that LNDS Sonic. He has Clefable in his team. I just think Clefable is very good in this meta. Now this round is up against Skipjack versus LNDS Sonic. So the Machampions, they're leading with 6 points, and Team Falinks, they have 3 points. Can they make a comeback? I think if LNDS does a 3-0, it's gonna be even score. So let's break down teams. We know like Licky is very, very safe. That's one thing. That Shadow Dusk Noir from LNDS Sonic's team can put in a lot of work. And if you notice, he does have some very bulky picks, like Lantern is there, Lapras is there. Lapras is also very, very bulky. So definitely he can come up with some strategy. I can see that already. About this Skipjack's team, let me just think. I like that Bellybolt. I just think in a way you can say that Bellybolt is like unchecked in this meta. I want to see, will Sonic run EQ to counter, to surprise that Bellybolt? Who knows? because we even have a Alolan Graveler. So there is Shadow Ninetales. G-Weezing is very, very safe if you'll ask me. Like the only bad matchup for the G-Weezing is like one is that Lapras, because that Lapras outbulks G-Weezing. And the second thing is that what's that Pokemon? That's Clefable with Meteor Mash. But I think like it should win CMP, right? Let's find out. Let's jump into the games. Let's see what strategies they come up with. Now we can already see that Skipjack leads that Weezing into the Clefable. Now this matchup is good for the Weezing, but the Meteor Mash does a lot. So you outpace that Clefable, but you have to be the first one to shield. Well, I think like the Clefable can no shield. No catches from both sides. Like this could have been a very good catch opportunity. Who knows? Let's see what's in the back line, right? All right. So I expect. Oh, he does try to go for that catch, but guys, do I see a single moved belly vault? भाई ये तो भाई स्किलिश हो गया यार. अब मैं क्या बोलूं यार स्किप जैक को. कोई नहीं. Let's see guys. I think like second move is not needed, right? You know, it's all about spamming, buffing your defense. That's all that matters. So he puts up a shield because he thinks it's EQ, right? It's not EQ, it's a shadow ball. So because it's just a shadow ball, so I think like now he survives 2 shadow balls. This is looking good for Skipjack. That was a CMP tie. I expect him to swap out because he would never want the belly bolt to get energy. What's in the back, guys? In the back, it's a Dusknoir. So it's all about getting that shield next. Let's see. Do we get the first shield? My bad. They both are shields down. So yes, it makes sense like why Sonic didn't shield that. I thought like he had 2 shields remaining. Turns out no, he doesn't. So this is looking very, very good for Skipjack, I'll say. He gives him a sneak. It doesn't matter. This will grab the shield. He can even no shield. And oh, the good thing is he would survive that. What's that fast move? That's charge move, Shadow Punch. He survives that from the Shadow Dusknoir as well. So he was in a very, very good spot. And now it's time for the Licky tank all these moves. So I think like Shadow Ball plus few more fast moves should be enough to take out this Clefable. They shield that. Now the Clefable is approaching the Shadow Ball range. So this is enough to take out that Clefable. The Sludge will knock out, and that is a good game. Oh, there is something in the back. There is a Licky in the back. But I think the Galarian Weezing survives the Shadow Ball from this range. Definitely he does. So that's 1-0 lead for Skipjack. That makes it 7-3. Come on. Tell me Skipjack gets a 3-0 in this matchup, right? The next is he leads that Belly Bolt into that Dusknoir. So like what LNDS Sonic is doing is he wants to grab the first shield. So he goes for bad timing. And they switch out. This was not a catch because he saw that switch and he went for the good timing. So it's not a catch. So I think he's gonna dump that energy. Okay, he makes a catch, guys. He does make a catch. That's nice. I expect the opponent went for the body slam. Yes. So 2 body slam will take out the Licky from this range. But yeah, they need 3 body slams. No, I think they need 2 body slam plus a lot of fast move damage. That should still do it. There's that body slam. Does he make that catch? I'm expecting he will go for that catch on his ghost type. Like, does Skipjack go for a Shadow Ball expecting? Because I think this range, Shadow Ball, yeah, a few more fast moves plus Shadow Ball will be enough. Okay, no worries. He doesn't go for the Shadow Ball expecting a catch. Nice. What they bring in? They bring in the Clefable. What's in the bag, guys? Once again, we see it's G-Weezing in the bag. G-Weezing is very, very strong. I'll say that. I'm surprised he's not bringing his own Lapras and all. So the thing is, this energy which the Clefable has, it's not good. Not just that, they still have a catch remaining. So I personally think like Skipjack is not in a good spot. Yes, with this he grabs both the shields. Now it all comes down to the catch, which I mean it's gonna be difficult. Goes for that bait. Come on, tell me that they get the shield. If this gets no shielded, I think that would be a good game. Okay, so what's the play now? We still need a catch. We still do need a catch. Guys, can you go for the catch? What do you think? I know that LNDS Sonic will go for the move. I think he'll wait. Yeah, yes, he'll wait. This is not enough, right? Because he's not in a range from where the parabolic charge will take him out. Come on, can we get enough fast moves? Yo, we do get that. He should come back to his very yes, GG's. Because I think the Sonic was still one fast move away from the uh, Meteor Mash. That is already 2-0. So with this, we get 8-3. That's nice. I think this is heading towards a 3-0. I think so. Makes that catch onto the Licky. Okay, this is very good from LNDS Sonic. That's really, really good. Because now he can tank all of these energy. Does he go for a tell me he goes for that Shadow Ball catch? Oh, he went for that catch, but turns out the game didn't let him switch. That would have been a very savage catch. Because I think if he makes that Shadow Ball catch, I personally think this game was like winnable. I'll say that. So now the body slam spam will be starting. So I think like one body slam plus I think 2 or 3 rollout should be enough to take out that leaky. Yeah, I think that's 3 rollout range maybe. So we survived the moonblast from this range, but they can farm down after the moonblast. Timer is about to come up, right? I expect him to switch out. The shadow ball. This will do a lot of damage. Is what's in the back. I'm expecting this time he will bring in something for the G-Weezing just because he has noticed it's always G-Weezing, right? So I'm expecting it's gonna be Lapras this time. Goes for that CMP tie. I think. Oh, he shields that. I think he should have no shielded. Maybe he should have no shielded. I'm worried about Lapras, but this is not good. He doesn't undercharge now. Yeah, this will take out the belly bolt. So that undercharge Did not help. Oh, that doesn't take out the belly bolt. Goes for the second move as well. Okay. Come on. Tell me that there is no water type in the back. It has to be that water type in the back. It's not the water type, but the thing is, we don't take out the Dusknoir with one fast move. I mean, one charge move, which is we need 3 charge moves to take out. But they can take out the G Weezing with, I think, like 2 charge moves, because one will get grab the shield, the second one will be enough to take out the G Weezing with those Astonish damage. So he still needs to make a catch. That was unfortunate. So the catch did not work out, it turns out. And that could have been a potential trio, but that's all right. That's still a very good performance from Skipjack, I'll say, and from the entire Machampions team. I can say, well, that's my team. Basically, I'm trying to say, like, my team was performing well. So 8-4 is the score now. I just want to say this. Even if our players would lose 1-2 the next 3 battles, let's say all of them are 1-2, we'll still end up with a 11-10 score, which means we'll take the bout one. But I hope like they will be getting some wins so that we get a dominant win, right? That's what we want. So guys, let's move to the next game now. Now guys, the Machampions are leading with 8 and Team Falinks, they have 4 points. So this is difficult for the Team Falinks to make a comeback now. The next round is up again. I think that's Coco Tar 18 versus Neil Creep 0007. Now, yes, it might feel like as if this is my alt right. No, guys, don't worry. This battler is very, very good. He is someone from India only. And like he shared me a screenshot like last season, I think. Like, he doesn't play GBL anymore, but he just shared me a screenshot where I think he hit legend in just, I don't know, 230 battles, I think. And he told me it's all luck. That's a cool way to flex, I'll say, that you're very skilled. But yeah, this is someone who was very consistent on leaderboard, but he said that it's boring now. So he is not pushing for leaderboards and all, but yep, he does play for fun. So he has joined this tournament, and let's see if this is where he can turn the tables for Team Falinks. Let's jump into the games. So this is the Luminet Meta. Once again, it's gonna be the same thing. Fairy and Licky core. It's all about how you can use that core. And if you notice, that's what he has in his team. Like I told you, the Fairy and the Licky core is just broken. It's just too good. So he is leading Lantern into that Licky. He no shields that. Turns out the Lantern will survive 2 Shadow Balls. But I know one thing, the Licky will not survive 2 charge moves from Lantern. So he does land the Thunderbolt. This will not take out the Lantern. Nice. Goes for that Shadow Ball. The Lantern will reach the next serve. Oh, he does go for that catch. Alright, not bad. Nice. It turns out the Lantern would not reach that move. So definitely he needed that catch. So with that, he brings in his own Clefable next. Now, if you notice, this is a shiny Licky which has EQ, no Shadow Ball on it. Also, he goes for the Moonblast shield, because you see the Moonblast does the most damage. Yeah, definitely. I think from this range, it was all about going for the Moonblast. Oh, he grabs the shield with that body slam bait. This is looking bad. How does Kokotar make a comeback? Okay, so he gives them a sneak. Tell me this is Moonblast because the Meteor Mash will not take him out. It is Moonblast. Oh, wait, like that thing just survived the Moonblast. I think so, it did. It turns out like there was some lag. It's just because the one who's recording it, I think someone else recording these battles on Discord. So I think maybe for that, that's a bit weird, but no worries. So what's in the back, guys? In the back, it's the Spidops. Not looking good, right? Goes to the Rock Tomb. That's nice. The Clefable still has a shield, so I don't think it's good. Okay, it's a lot of lag. What's the cause for the lag? All right, so they bring in this. Oh, that's just too bad. Gets to this Thunderbolt, and that's a good game, I think, because this will bring him in a range from where that Clefable can sweep. GG's. If he gets the farm down, I think this would have secured like the first win already. This Meteor Mash will take out the Spidops, so that's bad. And that's the first point. So with this team Falinks at 5 points. And the next one is Mirror. So yeah, the good thing is that Kokotar wins CMP. This grabs the shield. I'm expecting like Neil will make a catch onto his lantern next. We know that's gonna happen. Now he knows that he will not win CMP. So I expect that Kokotar will expect that catch because he knows it. Okay, he doesn't take that risk. He makes the catch on the Licky Licky because this can still tank the move. I don't like this. I don't like this. Because okay, he can still come out with the move. Yep, that's what he does. Okay, the EQ will hurt. I think he still needs to EQ with one more body slam, right? Yeah, definitely. He needs to EQ with one more body slam. Okay, this is two body slam range. No, he needs few more fast moves, maybe. Oh, he will get there because this body slam will not take out that shiny Licky. So yeah, he definitely gets to that other one. So because of that, Kokotar is forced to dump his energy. Now he doesn't know who would win CMP, so he'll not be taking that risk of going for the CMP tie. Well, don't tell me that there's spiders in the back again. We hope so. It's not the case, right? What can it be if it's not spider? Maybe it's Dusk Noir. Okay, it's another. Okay, it's spider again. So, not that bad. I'll say it's good because this thing is very bulky, so we can no shield this, right? Expecting a no shield. Yeah, that's a no shield. And he brings in. So this will. This is tricky. Does he shield this? Oh, he does shield that. I personally think he was not supposed to shield this. Because the thing is, you take super effective from the Meteor Mash from Clefable. So that's the reason why I think like you should have no shielded that. No worries. Let's see. Maybe he has some plan. Yes, he still has a catch left. Yeah, turns out like Neil was expecting that catch at the same time. GG's, guys, GG's. That's already 2-0 for the team Falinks, so they are at 6 now. Don't tell me that Neil gets a 3-0. This meteor mash does take him out, but they still have a shield. Yeah, I think so. Like, he was supposed to save that shield for the Clefable. Debuffing was not that important. So the next game, Neil gets a very, very good lead because I think this is where you want to see that Clefable. The Clefable still beats this Lantern, but I think like you can put up some shields and all. That's exactly what Neil is willing to do. So we survived this. We even survived the Thunderbolt. So let's find out what Kokotar does. Now he shields that. Okay, this is. Yep, this. In the 1-to-1 shield scenario, you don't win this. I think he should have just let that go. So now he knows like he will be losing that. Okay, friend code for later. I don't know. I think maybe they have some battle coming up. If it is something like very very important, I would censor the entire screen. But I think that's just friend code, right? You better don't send them friend requests. They'll not accept it, guys. So here's the body slam spam. The EQ is enough to take out that leaky from this range. Turns okay. That I thought that was a CMP tie, but no, that wasn't a CMP tie. So why is that like 1 HP? Nice. But this body slam will not take out the shiny leaky. What's in the back? He brings in that Clefable again. So why do I have a feeling it's again that fight off in the back? I think so, guys. It is. He shields that as well. And Neil is already at like another body slam. That nearly takes him out. Okay. And yes, it's another Spidops. And this Clefable is way too healthy. So I think that's already a 3-0. That's kind of disappointing. I'm going to say that. I personally think like there was a way to win the first game. Definitely, there was a way to win the first game. The other two, I think like Neil played that too good, but I think like this would get one win minimum from my teammate. But that's all right with this. The score is now 8-7. We still need 2-1, 2-1 from both our players to take this game. Or maybe okay, it's not 2-1. I think if any of them will get a 3-0, that will seal the deal for this bout already. But let's see. We still have some very good battles coming up. I think the next one is the UL, which is Spooky Mafia up against Natasia. So let's see. Hey guys, now the next battle is in between Natasia and Spooky Mafia. Now this is the Ultra League. I'm gonna tell you these are some very good Ultra League specialists. You already know Spooky Mafia, right? He does share content with us. He shared his rank 1 run, I think, last season, right? So he's a very terrific battler. And Natasia is also a very good battler. I've faced him in many tournaments. He is always the UL specialist of his team. So yeah, we can expect some really good gameplay from these two trainers. Let's see if they can come up with a strategy to outplay each other. So now let's break down those teams. I can already see one thing. Fortress and Shadow Typhlosion is unchecked in a way. Now that is a huge advantage because you know what, Fortress is very very bulky, and Shadow Typhlosion, if it gets shield advantage, I think it's gonna sweep always. And if we have a look at Natasia's team, I can see two very good mons, which is one is the Shadow Dusk Noir. I expect it's gonna be it has that match winning potential. The only one thing is I'm worried it should just avoid getting masked with that Fortress, because Fortress can apply those debuffs, and Fortress actually survives two moves from the Dusk Noir without any shields. So I can already see this will be difficult for Natasia. Let's see if he comes up with a strategy. Let's jump into those games. Also, another thing is that Primeape looks very good. I think if that Primeape just avoids that Florges, he should be in a very good spot. Let's jump into those games. Now, in game one, I consider this to be a good lead for both of them because, well, Typhlosion is very, very safe. So it's enough for the close combat. Will Spooky Mafia shield this? Calls it, and that's rough. That's so rough for the Typhlosion, I'll say that. For the, my bad, for the Primeape. He's going for another one. I expect Spooky will let this go. No, he shields that. Okay. Switch is very, very important, it turns out. Yeah, Spooky knows one thing, like, there's only one possibility, like what he's gonna bring in the back. Okay, so he does switch out without giving any energy. So this is not good because the Lapras cannot beat the Florges if it doesn't have energy advantage. Wait, is that costume shiny Lapras? It is costume shiny Lapras. I'm so jealous that I don't have that shiny yet. Trust me, that's one of the best shinies in the game. Also, it's a very rare shiny. He will survive this Trailblaze, right? He goes for that catch on his own Florges. I don't like this because the backline is very, very weak to... Yeah, the backline is like very, very weak to Fortress. I was expecting Dusk Noir in the back. Now, Dusk Noir would have not been a good matchup. Down shield, I think the only one scenario where Dusk Noir is good is if it has two shields and the Fortress has like only one shield remaining. And you still need to debuff those. You still need to reset those debuff. Gets farmed down. Yeah, I just think like that's a good game because he still has a very healthy Fortress which can survive two moves from the Lapras. And yeah, it's all about getting to that first move, which will be enough to take out that Lapras. GG's. That makes it 8-8. So can you imagine from 8-4 to 8-8? It was kind of rough. Okay, let's see. The next game. Oh, Spooky Mafia once again gets that alignment. And I just think like that's it. Okay, this time we have the Dusk Noir in the back. But you know what? This is not good for the Dusk Noir. The reason is Dusk Noir will not do a lot of damage. Because like the Fortress is very, very bulky. All right. I'm expecting the dynamic punch, and yes, the Spooky he puts up the shield. It's the shadow punch. But yeah, I think he gets farmed down, right? Yeah, he does get farmed. That's unfortunate. What's in the back? We know it's going to be Primeape in the back because Primeape is the only good Mon. Brings in that Lapras, and the Lapras will have to take this Thunder Punch. Lapras can survive two Thunder Punch, I think, from the Shadow Typhlosion. That still does a lot of damage. He'll have to let this go. Don't tell me he shields this. But anyways, we can already see that Spooky has the Florges because he knows one thing, like Florges is the win con, right? Mm, okay, I think he's gonna let this go. Yeah, I think Spooky will let this go. Yeah, I just think so. Like, it would not matter even if he keeps a shield for the Primate. As you can already see, these fairy winds are adding up. On top of that, like he would always boost his attack. So yeah, I don't think so. Like it does any difference. Like the only one way it would have done some, let's say, it will matter was if Rage Fist does too short, but you already see they can even no shield the second one. So he needs to get to 4 Rage Fist, and that's not possible. Before doing that, he would get farmed down. And yeah, Natasha knows it's like over already. But yeah, no worries. Good effort. That makes it 9 for Team Falinks and still 8 for the Machampions. This was a very rough matchup. And it was all about alignment. Like, until unless he gets that perfect alignment, I don't see there was a way to win the game. No worries. Good game from both trainers. So we'll go to the third game now. Can Natasha get 1 point? That 1 point will be very, very crucial towards the end game. And yeah, this Rock Tomb will be enough to take out the Lapras. GG's. Now let's check out the third game. Let's see what adjustment they'll make in the lineups. I expect Spooky will go with the same lineup. This time he brings in that Rogers in the lead. All right. Okay, I hope that Natasha is gonna shield this, right? This is a nuke move. Oh, he was expecting a bait. Turns out Spooky did not go for a bait, and he even makes a very good catch on his Florges. I mean, not Florges, Fortress. So Fortress is very, very bulky. You can already see like it's gonna tank multiple moves, and things are not looking good. Let's see. I hope like he has his Primeape in the back. With this, like, oh, he brings in Lapras. Wait, he brings in Lapras into this? Okay. No shields that. Yeah, he's saving shields for the boosted Florges, I think so. Yep. Florges comes back. This Lapras is debuffed. Does he no shield this as well? Yeah, he does no shield this. He's gonna put everything on his last mon. Okay, he saves a move towards the end. Oh, he no shields that. Wait. Both the shields are into play, and oh, don't tell me he gets the farm down. Don't tell me. I think like, yeah, I think he will get that farm down. That's like really unfortunate. He will be getting that farm down. If his timer is up, he can transfer that incinerate. GG's, because he was unable to get off that move. I just think like there is no way to take this game now. Because if you notice, that Florges is very, very healthy, and well, that Lapras had no health remaining. I think yes, if he would shield one of the move, I think it would have made a difference. GG's. So that makes it 10 points for Team Falinks and still 8 for Machampions. Yo guys, I'm disappointed, I'll say. Even with the 8-4 lead, turns out that was not good enough to maintain that lead. No worries, we still have like one more battle coming up. That's the Great League, and we have Meteor Shower playing that. Meteor Shower is a good battler. I'm expecting he's gonna clutch it for us. We need a 3-0 now to take this bout. Hey guys, turns out Meteor Shower and Shadow Cuban, they played their matchup, and Meteor Shower lost 1-2, and we don't have the recording. Like, we do have the recording from Shadow Cuban. The thing is, it's very, very laggy and it's of low quality as well. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, we don't have the battles. I would love to showcase those battles because, you know what, Team Phalanx made a very good comeback. Like, it was 8-4. They were pressurized, yet they got 2-3-0s. So definitely like very good gameplay from their teams. It was expected, right? Neil is a very good battler. Spooky Mafia is a very good battler. 2-3-0s. That just made it too easy for them. Um, I just think like we'll try our best that this does not happen for the remaining bouts and all. That everyone we hope like everyone keeps their point of view. Also, it's not laggy and all. We hope so. We'll showcase all the battles for the next bout, which should be in the next 4 days. So huge congratulations, Team Phalanx, for taking the first round. So, like I told you, the top two from each pool will qualify, and then it's gonna be semi-finals and finals as well. One of them will be crowned the champion for VBL season 5. So let's see which team will take that title. What you can do is you can even join the Nexus server. I'll add the link to the server in the description. You can join. Will tag again the next time when this tournament will be happening. I think it's gonna take some time, but yes, we will let you know. Also, I'll share the links for the tournament on my Discord server as well as on my streams as well. So we'll try to get more and more participants next bout. Also, I almost forgot to tell you, this was the meme which they made. We were actually very, very happy that we got 8-4 as a lead, and I just thought like that was good enough to win the game. But well, Phalanx had some very good battlers, and well, they were able to clutch it for Team Phalanx. And yeah, amazing victory. These were some very, very good games. But yeah, no worries. There's always one winner, there's always one loser. It's part of the game. We'll try to make a comeback in the next bout. Hopefully, we do it. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoy content like these, let me know in the comments section. Maybe I can showcase my tournament runs because I do participate in tournaments and all. So yeah, I think we can do something like that in the future. So thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day to all of you. See you again tomorrow. Till then, have fun. Have a great day ahead.